Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. In this video, I'm going to be starting the next project, and this is a big one. I've graduated from go-karts, so now I'm going to be building my own car from scratch. But this won't just be any car, it's going to be modeled after the IndyCars of the 1920s and 30s. I'll roll some pictures here for you to get an idea of what I'm talking about. Recently, I was at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I was in the museum they have there. And looking at all those old cars that were completely hand-built really got me thinking about building one of those for myself. And this is going to be a very big project, but I'm excited for it. So let me show you what I have going on here to start it. Alright, so what I have here is a table that I pretty much threw together from some steel I had lying around. This is an old frame that we had from something, a piece of 1/4-inch sheet there up on the top, and these two pieces of 2x4-inch by 1/8-inch thick rectangular tubing that will become the frame rails of this car I'm building. Now another thing that I've never done before was make detailed drawings of exactly what I want to do. So here's some blueprints of the frame that I have designed here. This is using that tubing. And what I'm going to do first here is make this taper on the back here. You can see this is a top view, this is a side view, and the whole thing tapers from here to the end right there. So right here, as you can see, I have already done that to one of them. You can see this here tapers nicely in like that. I've got this one marked up, so I'm going to get to this one right now. Alright, so the reason I took all these cuts out of there instead of just one big pie cut was because I wanted it to have a smoother bend to it. I didn't want it to come to just like a sharp corner right there, so I figured by doing this I could bend it more more smoothly like that to give it a better look. It did end up taking a lot more than I thought it would, so I did take 2 smaller pie cuts on either end of that, but I think it should be fine. And it does add a lot more work welding that up, but once I weld it up, it should be pretty good. I've got these angles clamped on there just to keep everything straight while I'm welding it. So this one's ready to go. Then I'll move on to that one over there. I'm going to weld up the top of it, and then weld the top of that one to make sure it matches this one at the same angle, and then I'll clean up the sides. Alright, so I got that taper in there, got this bend in right there. So what I did, as you can see, is since I did cut out a lot of material right there, instead of just filling all that in with weld and relying on the weld for the structure there, I did weld this plate on there, just on the inside. You'll see this plate right here will go right on like that. And that will really strengthen up that joint a lot more, I think. So the next thing is right about here. I'm going to bend this part back down to level, or maybe a little bit past level, we'll see. And then up here, the front of this is going to taper in as well, similar to the back. It's going to come up a little bit, just a few degrees, and then bend in so it narrows towards the front. I really think it's coming along nicely so far. I'm happy with how these couple bends back here have been going. So once I get the frame rails completed, then I can work on figuring out some type of cross member thing to connect them. And then once I get the frame here, once I get the frame done, that's pretty much my starting point. That will be my blank canvas to work from. But this project is going to be a big one. It's been a lot of fun so far, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm excited for it, and I hope you are too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.